A lot of people probably heard about options and, GameStop especially
Yeah,
got
just
craze
long
and
term in the money
stuff.
calls on
We're gonna
like
go
really
in that. Like we're
good
gonna go in
large
with
cap
people
names,
eventually
could make you a
about
lot
it,
of money.
more what we're doing and stuff.
So then we have number 6, just gonna just keep rolling.
Keep on
Number
rocking.
6 is look at every lesson as a blessing. You could look at the lesson as like, oh my God, like I hate my life. This is never gonna work. This is not going down. Or you can look at it as a lesson
Shouldn't use the Lord's name in vain.
and learn from it and learn. Because sometimes the lesson can be the blessing. And
But losing a bunch of money, for instance, like we just said, AMD, wow, like we wouldn't have been able to learn that lesson without going through.
And look,
the
and
situation.
it kind of saved us a bunch of times on future plays. So, these rules we're creating are just to help you mitigate risk. Whatever you do is totally up to you. But I say if you play with these rules, you should be all right. We're gonna go with number 7. I would definitely say look at the futures market to determine market sentiment. If you know what the futures market is, just turn on CNBC, turn on Bloomberg channel, and watch the daily
Go on
movement
Google
in
and
the
type in
markets.
futures market.
Yeah, just just go
CNN
type
will
in.
probably come up and you'll see.
I mean, just go. You can Google CNBC pre-market data and just look at which way the markets is swinging. Just doesn't really tell you much, but just tell you what's going on.
The direction for the day. Because hey, say if you're like, yo,
like the market, like you could look at it, and the market could be down 1 or 2%.
Or maybe you were waiting another day to invest in something.
Or like the market could be up 1 or 2%. Maybe a 0.5%. Who knows? But definitely check it, see what's going on, read the headlines, watch CNBC. That's definitely a rule. Number 7. Turn on CNBC, go watch it.
I got rule number 8, man, because this was for me right here. Think before you speak and double check all information. So there was a day when we were talking about some options, and I think it was Alibaba, maybe. I was like, yo, Alibaba's earnings are today, and
so
when they actually rescheduled the date,
which they do that sometimes.
Which I didn't see it because I just read it there. So we wound up playing some options. Now my account's over 25,000. Tony's is under. So if you're not familiar, essentially, if we're on Robinhood, you're able
like
to
the day trading rules.
Yeah, the day trading rules. You're able to sell, in and out of contracts. As long as you're over 25,000, they don't keep a tab of how many times. If you do it a certain amount of times.
Like if you're under 25,000, you can't do it more than 3 times in a week. So
Yeah.
So
but he was stuck in it, and then
I was kind of
double check my information.
like I was kind of stuck in the trade just for a day, nothing too crazy. Actually got out, broke even on the trade, but the earnings wasn't the next day. They ended up changing the earnings last minute. So I was telling them, I'm like, hey, definitely always double check your information because maybe like let's say for example we're looking at Snapchat to play some Snapchat calls for the end of July. Because their earnings is July 22nd. But what's today? It's June 24th. It's June 24th. So they're going to trade their earnings the 22nd. Maybe, first week of July, they decided to change it to the 24th, which is, I think, a Thursday. Because they like to trade, they like to do earnings on Thursdays a lot, Wednesdays, Thursdays. Let's say they change it last minute, then the prior information you had before is no longer valid, and just your whole premise on jumping into the trade no longer works. So you just want to be careful with things and always double check all your information. It's definitely number 8. And then number 9 is, make decisions based on your own beliefs. We say that because we're gonna be doing a lot of trades live. I'm gonna show you how to take a small account of less than $5,000 and like build it up and build up dividends and show you how to operate on Robinhood. And I'm going to show you everything from the ground up.
Yeah, because wait, tell them now.
When
we didn't link up, you turned what, 2 into what? Like 100 something?
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, like I've turned this $7,000 account to 130. Yeah. Yeah, within like less than 90 days.
Like poor emotional intelligence of it all.
Yeah. I mean, nonetheless, it's just, you want to make these decisions based on your own beliefs. You don't want to make the decisions based off what we're saying. Like to come to the come to the conclusion yourself.
Just because Kathy Wood said Tesla's going to $2,500, like don't put all your money in there just because Kathy Wood said it.
I mean, I might if Kathy said it.
It's definitely going to be a factor into my belief.
No, but
on top of what Elon's
like make a long story
saying,
short, we're gonna have a lot of good stuff for you and stuff. Like we're gonna have a lot of good names, a lot of good 2X names. A A lot of good dividend names, a lot of good long-term names. You know, we're all down with the Mag 7. Like, it's like almost like a gang at this point. You know, we're going to make sure you stay out of trouble, and we're going to make sure you're in some good plays. And we're going to show you how to work a $5,000 account, and we're going to show you how to work a $60,000, $70,000 account. So for some of you guys out there that, you know, are interested in making some big bets, you know, we're going to make sure that we go step by step with Steve so you can make some of those big bets with him.
Yeah.
And then for some of you guys that only, you know, have a few $100 or a few $1,000, we're going to make sure you bet along with me, and we'll get some small bets off with each other.
And honestly,
And we're going to be growing the accounts almost pretty much live with you guys, because we're going to be recording Mondays at 4, Tuesday at 4, and then probably drop it.
Monday and Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, Monday and Wednesdays at 4.
Space it out, so we'll give you guys, you know, like now after the market on Mondays.
Yeah, so
And then
it'll be
Wednesday
Tuesday.
after the market,
so
we'll put it out Tuesday and Thursday in the morning so people can kind of see where.
So yeah,
where
so
we're
we're
at
gonna
with it.
record Monday and Wednesdays at 4, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays the content's gonna come out. So everything's gonna be pretty fresh, all within 24 hours, so you can know what's going on and know what we're betting on, and like what our new ideas are. But yeah, those are our rules. We got 9 rules. We're gonna run through them just real quick. Build long-term positions, never sell out. Income shouldn't be invested first, then bills paid second. Yeah, it should be, right? Curb your enthusiasm, number 3. On green days and control your emotions. 4, options short-term, earnings plays, anything. 70-30. 5, don't bet on options what you aren't comfortable with. 6, look at every lesson like a blessing. 7, look at the futures market. You know, watch some CNBC, figure out what's going on. 8, think before you speak. Double check your information. Don't give bad info like Steve sometimes, you know. But yeah,
Doesn't hurt to just double.
I mean,
look
like
real
I
quick.
broke even on that. It was cool.
And make decisions based on your own beliefs. Because honestly, guys, we're not only here just like for the money, but it's really about like the visionary part. Because like me and Tony, no matter what we did in our life, we were always like visionaries. Like we never just saw it with our eyes. We saw it in our head first. And we know there's a lot of you guys out there that are like just like us. Like maybe you don't got the time or the money to really like figure it out. And we didn't really have mentors back then. Like Tony probably wishes he had an emotional mentor during his time of coming up. I probably just wish I had someone to help me manage my money.
I was trading too crazy for so long.
And I was making so much, I didn't even
the
put it
highs
in.
and the lows and the lows and the highs.
And it's like, this isn't normal investing. Like, we're not sitting like here and, you know, talking to you
Nah, like we're definitely gonna fuck around,
like,
for
we're
sure.
Fucking around.
Yeah, like
man,
we're
you
gonna
know what's
fuck
up.
around. Like
we want to save with y'all. Like we really want.
Yeah.
We're not. You're never gonna have to pay for any of this knowledge.
Yeah, we're never gonna sell you a course too.
Like-
So this is gonna be the coolest part about the podcast is that all these courses